on with Alex Goligoski from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Alex, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. You're taking on the New Jersey Devils tonight, and I guess the basic question is, what do you got to do for the Pittsburgh Penguins to beat the New Jersey Devils this season?
Yeah, that's kind of been the question we've been asking ourselves. We've had trouble scoring goals against them, and I think anytime you're facing Brodeur, that can be the case. So I think we're just really focused on getting to our game and then pumping a lot of shots on him and putting traffic in front of him, and that's kind of the plan.
What do you think of the move they made in terms of helping or not helping the team with Kovalchuk?
I mean, obviously a really aggressive move. I think he was kind of the prize out there in the free agency or the guys on the trading block, and they went after him, and he's obviously a really good player. So they're looking to add to their team and do really well.
Hey, Alex, you mentioned traffic in front, get traffic to the net. No Malkin tonight, we've just confirmed, because he took the shot from Chris Letang, and Patrice Bergeron took a Mark Stewart shot for Boston, so he's knocked out of their lineup. We see a rash of this, especially this season. And is part of it just because that's always the message, and it's particularly lately, just get traffic in front of these guys, or they're going to make the stop? Or is it the composite sticks? Is it the curves? What's going on with so many guys just getting crushed in front by shots?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of everything. I think that's where a lot of goals happen, and guys got to get there to score goals, and guys know that. And I think you're seeing harder shots with the sticks, and seeing a lot of defensemen blocking shots, and just things like that. So it's probably a little bit of everything. But guys ripping the puck 100 miles an hour doesn't really help for injuries.
You faced just about everybody. Give me your two top playmakers in the league as an opponent. Who do you think of the two top right now, playmakers?
Oh, boy. Well, guys to play against, I would say maybe Pavel Datsyuk and Nicholas Backstrom. Those are two that pop out right now. I guess just really, really good playmakers and always have their head up. And, those are just two guys that pop out.
Do you look at Sidney more as a goal scorer or a playmaker?
I still see him more as a playmaker. Obviously, he's shown that he can put the puck in the net, and I don't think anybody really ever questioned that. He's got a great shot, but he's like those guys. He's always got his head up, and then he's looking past first, and he's an unbelievable passer.
Alex Goligoski, defenseman for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And while on the subject of Sid, you always talk about captains being good leaders without really having to say a whole lot. What kind of message does it send inspirationally to other guys when he said, he's not so good at face-offs, he works his butt off, becomes a good face-off guy, doesn't score so much, he's a playmaker, works on his shot in the offseason, now he's a scorer. I mean, that's strong.
Oh, definitely. He's definitely a guy that leads by example, and seeing things like that. He works on his face-offs every day after practice, and I think you look at when he first came into the league, his face-off percentage, and obviously his goal scoring now. He's come a long way. I mean, he's tops in the league in both, so it's impressive, and it's a good way to lead.
We're going to have Coley Campbell on very shortly, and we're going to be talking about this league move to get quick legislation in about headshots. What's your thought?
I'm sorry?
Your thought on kind of the league now talking about pushing through this headshot deal, and obviously you guys have been the center of attention with Matt Cooke on Savard, but reaction to maybe them trying to push this through?
I mean, it's tough. I think it's a tough spot for them just because we've seen a lot of it this year, and you don't know whether it's shoulder pads they're gonna try to regulate or what they're gonna do, but I don't know. It's kind of just come to the forefront this year, and it's just a tough situation because one time you might clip a guy's chin, and another time you miss it and hit your shoulder. It's a fast game, and a lot of time there's not a lot of time to react, and it's just it's one of those kind of touchy subjects. So it'll be interesting to see which way they go.
A lot of hype about, possible retribution. Boston hosting you guys tomorrow night. You got Devils tonight, then in Boston tomorrow night. Coley Campbell will be on hand. Do you guys get involved in that or think about that as much as everybody else is talking about it?
No, I think it's more something the media likes talking about. It's kind of fun for them. To be honest, we haven't really even thought about it. I don't think we got a huge game tonight, obviously, and we're just kind of focused on that right now.
So, how good is this team in Pittsburgh?
Well, I don't know. I guess you guys can be the judge of that. I think we think we're pretty good. We got obviously the superstar power, that's for sure, but we've got some pretty good role players here too. And when we're clicking on all cylinders and playing the right way, we're a pretty tough team to beat, I think.
And you added some depth and added some talent at the trade deadline, by the way. And a tweet from a fan, Derek from Richmond, Virginia, says, "Can you ask Alex about playing with 7 D-men in Pitt and how he feels about playing with Leopold?"
It's been great so far. It's definitely a luxury having 7 good NHL defensemen, and it's kind of a weird situation when one has to sit out. But we're all professionals, but at the same time we all want to play, so it's kind of weird that way. But no, Leopold's been great. He's played great hockey since he's been here, and I think everyone kind of expected that. Everyone knew he was a good player coming in, so it's been real good so far.
Okay, we know about Sid, we know about Malkin. Give me the unsung hero of your hockey club.
Tough one. I would probably say Jordan Staal, just because he doesn't get the kind of the recognition that Sid or Gino gets. But I don't think you could find a better third-line center in the league. I definitely don't think you can. But no, he's just an unbelievable player, great two-way player. He's just a real good guy to have on your team.
I'll take Pascal Dupuis if you don't mind.
You can take him too. I'm sure there's more.
Alex Goligoski of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And by the way, highly touted coming out of the American Hockey League with Wilkes-Barre, and the reason why in particular was because I believe you ended up in the American Hockey League postseason, points by a defenseman in the playoffs. I think it ended up being 28 points in the postseason, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, what kind of zone were you in at that point? I mean, go back to that last year playing at the highest minor league level and just being absolutely on fire. What was going on?
Yeah, it was kind of just the way our team was going. We were playing really good hockey going into playoffs, and obviously our power play was clicking, so I was kind of picking up points that way. It was just kind of seemed like everything was just really falling into place, and it was like that every game. So it's pretty cool to I guess have that happen, and hopefully have another one of those.
I was going to say, it'd be nice to have a postseason like that at the NHL level.
Let's not overdo it.
yeah.
No pressure. No pressure, Alex.
Oh, thanks, yeah.
Hey, we appreciate you talking to us on a game day. You got the Devils tonight, the Bruins tomorrow. Best of luck with all of that, and take care. And we just lost him. Alex Goligoski of the Pittsburgh Penguins, the blue liner, who can rack up the points.
Yeah, that was some...
You mentioned 21 and a half minutes a night thus far on average in the National Hockey.
I'd say he's the unsung hero.
He might be right there.
Yeah.
And Max Talbot, when he's healthy, is definitely a guy that's...
Slapsy Maxey. Great final game.
Both goals in Game 7. All right, we'll come back.